bonsoir. En fait, je fais faire en anglais, les slides sont en français. La société est française, mais basée en France. Et depuis 6 mois, je suis aussi français. Alors, le problème qu'on approche, c'est en français. The problem that we're seeing is that independent boutiques, the sort that everyone really likes, are disappearing. And this isn't just a problem for people who want to go to the town and have, go to interesting places, but also for the designers and creators, because they don't have a place to actually go to send their stuff and to sell it. And that is actually, there are towns all over France and indeed all over Europe. We've talked to people who've said this is a really serious problem because the middle of their towns are just not fun places to visit anymore. But in fact, this is actually a very significant part of the market still. So, how do we fix this? Well, a little story. So, a couple of years back, a little bit more than a couple of years, some commerçants in Nice, have an independent shop, decided that they should do something about it. So they came up with this idea, which was kind of like Airbnb, but in retail. So they got a bit of extra space, they could share it, they could find interesting brands, and obviously, brands that would want smaller places and wanted to experiment. And so they did this, and it worked. And they had, 1 year, they had 2 collections, and the following year they had 25, because they had all these different people coming in. And so they thought, well, we can develop this into an actual long-term solution for everybody, because if it works for us, it should work for other people. So Coocooshop, you can see it as a network of brands and shops. And each of those shops go, I've got a certain space that you guys can use. And the brands go, well, we're looking for somewhere. And there's all sorts of reasons, right? I mean, not just for just testing new markets, although obviously that's the most obvious one. But also, for example, we have a brand in Germany who wants to extend their season. So they don't want to just sell summer clothes and then come September they have to stop. So they contacted us and said, hey, can you find someone in the south of France who can take our stuff, but just for 2 months, right? We don't want a long-term thing, we just want September and October, because we're based in the south of France. 19 degrees today, something like that. So it's still pretty nice, and we can extend the season, so they don't have to just put them back in the warehouse, and then it'll all, I've got to wait till next year, and then it's all destockage and all that stuff. The way that it works, as I say, is you do that, and what you do is you only pay us when you actually do that deal, and we only charge on the basis of that deal. Well, this is the conclusion. So we're at Coocooshop, we're launched, and we're available right now, so you can go on and join us.